Hey, this is Donnie Troy, your friend when it comes to credit card processing and merchant services. A common question that we get is, what is credit card processing rates? What are your credit card processing rates? Everyone wants to know what's your rate, and they shop it around. And what happens is, they don't end up getting that rate. It's important to understand that your overall cost is what's most important. Whether you're on daily discount or on monthly discount, which is when the credit card processing company takes the money out, whether it's either daily or monthly, you want to look at the big picture. You really want to look at it over the course of 30 days. What's your cost? And that rate, the total fees that they charge you compared to the total volume that you process for credit cards, that is your actual rate. So don't get too bogged down in credit card rates. But I wrote this blog post and I want to go over a few things here, and then I'm going to actually show you a actual merchant application and how we set up the rates and how there's so many different options, and that's why it becomes very confusing. And that's why you really just want to focus on finding a rep with a great reputation that can walk you through all of this, so that way you don't have to worry about it, because it is confusing. As a business owner, you don't have time for that, right? You have so much other things you need to do. So you want to just save money on your credit card processing, get a better deal, which means lower rates, but really means lower cost. So one of the things that most people don't understand is that when a customer comes in and swipes their credit card, that card has a specific rate on it. And if you click on this link right here, the complete list of 2016 Visa interchange rates, it goes over every single Visa card in the marketplace and what that rate is. So some people with really good credit, they get really good cash back rewards or air miles, travel points. And so that card actually has a specific rate. And when you're paying all these fees and rates, the largest part of those fees, which should be the largest part, is going to these card holders. So the credit card processing company collects the money, and then they disperse it to the credit card issuing bank, that bank who signed up the consumer for that card, and they give that customer, that consumer, back these rewards points. And so it's really important to understand that. And then besides those rates, you also have the card association brands like Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. They also are collecting a small percentage, and I go over that here in the blog post. And then the third cost is from the actual credit card processing company who you have the relationship with. They're the ones who give you the ability to accept credit cards. And so they set you up every month or every day, depending on whether you're on monthly or daily. They take the fees out, and then they disperse those fees to the card association brands, to the card issuing banks, so that way they can disperse those points to their credit card holders. And then also they take a markup themselves because they're a business and they're going to make money as well. So if you come, the description of this link will be in the link of this article will be in the description of this video below. And also I have a very detailed video that goes over actual statements, and it shows you all these fees on the statement. So if you want to look at it and compare, that video will be very helpful right here. And then also on my blog at onequestpayment.com, you can search for credit card processing fees, which is really the same thing as credit card processing rates. And I'll put this link in the description below as well. But it kind of just outlines it a little bit more decisively. You have the card association brands, the card issuing banks, and the merchant service providers. And so it kind of describes each one. And if you read both those articles, you'll have a really good idea on how this whole industry works. So now I want to actually show you, this is inside a portal for one of the processors that we provide to our clients. And this is the paperwork. This is the rates page. And so, you have to fill in the monthly payment card volume, what it's, projected to be, the average payment card network, the highest payment card ticket. So if you're like an automotive shop, you want to be set up to take a $5,000 transaction. And if you've had a bad experience where they've held your money because the sale was really high, it's just because you weren't set up correctly in the beginning. And that's why working with a reputable agent who has experience is so important. So this is extremely important, this section, and your agent, your processing company will take care of that for you if you ever want to switch. But again, let's get into the rates here. So we at One Coast Payment, if you look at, if you go to our website and you click on rates, you'll see that we recommend interchange plus pricing. It's also known as pass through. So this is interchange pricing right here. And like I just talked about, interchange is the lion's share of the rates that you pay on your credit card statement, because the interchange is what the banks then use to provide their consumers who are using the credit card with those rewards points. And so no matter who you are, you're going to pay interchange. Whether someone tells you they can get around it or not, that's false. The only thing you can do is interchange has different classifications. So B2B, healthcare, restaurant, retail has different interchange tables, and you want to make sure you're on that classification depending on your business. So it is important, but that should be very easy. The underwriting departments, when you get signed up, will make sure that you have the right interchange classification. So pass-through is what we recommend. We also recommend flat rate, which is right here, kind of like Square's 2.75%, and that's all you pay. However, with them, if you key enter, it goes to roughly 3.5% in that ballpark. And we also recommend subscription-based, which would be interchange pass-through, and then just a flat fee above interchange. And what we would do is we would scroll down, and we would put in the monthly minimum or the monthly service, whatever that subscription fee would be. So in our case, our popular subscription base is $80 a month. Some companies charge $100 a month, but subscription is not bad, because if you're doing over 20 grand a month and you get a subscription base for $80 in markup, because as the merchant service provider, we are doing a lot, and you'll see that in those articles. That's a very good deal. So again, though, we recommend interchange plus, and what that means is that you pay interchange plus a percentage. So let's just say we did 25 basis points. So that means every single card that comes through your business, you're going to pay interchange plus 0.25%. And that would be for Visa, that would be Discover, and that would be for American Express if it was activated. And we recommend taking American Express. The rates are a lot better than what they used to be. So you can do the same thing. You want to pass through. It'd be 25 basis points. And we recommend it because, the more options you give your customers, the better. We're talking very small percentages between Amex, Discover, Visa, and MasterCard. So you might as well give your customers the option, because a lot of them really like using their American Express card, especially under this new Up Blue program. The rates have been significantly reduced. So you don't want to be on American Express Direct or One Point. You want to be on what the program's called Up Blue. And then you have the transaction fee. So if you're on subscription base, you're still going to have a transaction fee. So like commonly, a very common transaction fee is 8 cents. It's very competitive. Now, if you do tons of transactions, we can reduce this to help you save some money. So we would provide that for both the main card types as well as American Express. Oops. All over the place here. And then most companies will have a service fee and an industry compliance fee and so forth. So it just depends on what program we set you up with, flat rate, subscription, or pass-through. But what we do is we're going to look at your situation and we're going to recommend what's going to save you the most money. We're not trying to get rich off of you. We deal with a lot of customers, and we're always trying to earn more businesses, and we mark them up very fair, and we lock those rates in. The problem with a lot of the main banks, like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they'll give you a good interchange rate like this, but then every 3 to 4 months, this number keeps increasing. 2 years later, you're at 85 basis points above, which, if you're doing volume, that's significant. And, You want to make sure that this gets locked in. It's so important. That's pretty much it. And, we provide our equipment for free. So when we set you up, we as a sales rep will provide it. We're not selling it to you, not leasing it to you. We're giving it to you, handshake agreement. And that's just our way of, setting you up without charging you anything up front. There's no termination fees, cancel fees. There's no fees like that. All we're going to do is we're going to save you money. And after the first month, you're going to see that savings. You're going to love the support we give you. And then you go ahead and you cancel your old company. And then we work with you for the life of your business. We work with several different processors, so we can, we're not married to just one solution. Whatever your business needs, we can adapt and change, and you'll see that we're there for you. We make residual income over time, not quick capital gains. So we rely on keeping the relationship alive for the life of your business, and we do whatever it takes to do that. So we'd love to talk to you, at least, show you some more details of what we do, get you in touch with some of our clients so you can see how happy they are. But always feel free to reach out to me. I hope this video helped. My information is in the description below. Have a great day.